Hey guys, it's Carolina Varsity. We're in our 2015 season. We're at round two of the NCHSAA 4AA playoffs, and we got number 13, Myers Park, traveling up to play number 5, West Forsyth. I'm Dale
And
Ross.
I'm Matt Barter Pet, man. Let's take a look at this game here. Whew, last week, North Neck almost had it.
Almost.
Good gracious.
Very close.
Well, for Mars
Yep.
Park, the same. I think it's a similar story as it was for North Neck. You got to contain Darian Slade, and you got a chance.
Yeah.
I think this is more of a challenge for Myers Park, though, based on their personnel.
Right.
Their strength on defense lies in the linebackers, not necessarily the defensive line. So the defensive ends are going to have to outside contain rush against Slade and Lees at quarterback. Like I said last week, your defensive plans got to change where Slade is lined up in offensive formation. Offensively, for Myers Park, their two quarterback system last week was a success, and it's given them a viable run game to go with the pass game that they already have. And that's something Dennis mentioned last week. You get a run game, kind of opens up the pass a little more, makes things easier, and they were able to beat Mooresville on the road. So obviously, you keep going with that plan and embrace going on the road in a tough environment once again. For West Forsyth, they got to keep it low scoring once again, but they face some different challenges this week. North Mac is more of a run team with a dual threat quarterback at all times. Myers Park is a definite more of a passing team, and then they got a two quarterback system going here. But that's a good thing if you're the defensive coordinator at West Forsyth, because it shows their card.
Right.
If number 12's in the ball game, it's probably gonna be a run.
Right.
Davidson in most likely will be a pass, but he's shown
he can run.
Right. Offensively, I think West Forsyth is going to have to generate a couple of big plays in order to pull off the win. Myers Park's a tough team to drive up and down on the field against for 4 quarters, on that side of the ball. Well, it's an interesting game here.
Yeah. One of the big differences, so you got another Charlotte team coming up. You had North Mac last week. And North Mac's very physical along the front 7. And as you say, probably on the defensive side, when you look at that, it's more the linebacker play. Not saying the defensive line is not as good, but it's not the same physical line that that North Mecklenburg had. Exactly, it's a difference. That's right. Of course, if they can contain Slade, that keeps them in the ball game. Myers Park had some kids step up as freshmen, as was reported to us.
Yeah.
So players in a game like this, you had a big win last week. You went on the road to Mooresville. You won a big ball game. You're going to have to step up again because your level of competition is going up. Each round you go into the playoffs, so you're going to have players who are going to have to step up and make plays. You're going to see I think you're going to see a little bit better passing game coming at you, West Forsyth out of Myers Park.
I would say more sophisticated.
More sophisticated.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of concepts you would see in a spread passing offense.
That's right. So that's going to be a little bit different. Hey, Myers Park showed us we've talked about for at least the last half of the season about run the ball. They're going to have to develop a run game. And then we said, well, we're just going to stop that because you are who you are. And
now they found a run game.
So that makes them a little bit more dangerous team. So, West Forsyth showed a hand that they can be beaten. Myers Park is an averaged out, a similar, as we rank teams here in Charlotte. Myers Park and North Mac aren't too far off of each other. They're very similar ranked teams, but they're different styles of how they play. Football's about matchups, and the defense that Myers Park brings to the game is going to be better against the pass and the stuff that's going to expect to have your linebackers and all hitting in. Offensively, they're different as well, but Myers Park might be a little more diverse if that run game has in fact stepped up. So the report says, the Carolina Varsity report says, West Forsyth 27-12. So about a 2-score game is what it's predicting. I think on paper and everything else that probably looks right, but just like I said last week, and one of you West Forsyth kids shared the video around and said motivate or something.
Uh-oh.
But this is a game that Myers Park has an opportunity to win. Obviously, West Forsyth is the favorite team, and you should win this ball game. And we're just saying that you're facing a team that has the potential to beat you. You got to play your A game, West Forsyth, just like Myers Park's got to play their A game.
Exactly.
It only takes a fumble here, a bad call there, an offside here that costs you, that can cost you the ball game.
Oh, we saw that last week. West Forsyth saw it firsthand and was the beneficiary.
Exactly. Those things can happen, so you can't let them happen here. All right, well, that's the ball game. It is on a short list of mine to attend. I might come up to Forsyth County, especially if somebody sees this video, invites me. So if you see the video and you want me to come, let me know, and that might be more inspiration to get up there. Thanks for watching.